Hello, hello everyone. My name is Hunter, and this is a review of Ted Lasso, Season 3, Episode 1. Now, I love this episode. I thought it was a great start to Season 3. There were a lot of things that I loved, and I had a few nitpicks. But I think we should get started with the things that I really loved about this episode. One thing that I loved, believe it or not, was Nate. Not Nate as a person. Nate is a jerk. He he's rude to his the people on his team. He's rude to his coworkers. He's rude to himself. The only people he's not very rude to is Rupert. And I love the part where Nate goes to see Rupert's office and it looks like the Emperor's throne room from Star Wars. Um, it kind of shows you the kind of dichotomy these characters are kind of in, where it's like Rupert is the Emperor in Star Wars, and Ned is kind of like Darth Vader, and I guess Ted Lasso is Luke Skywalker, and I guess that would probably mean that Roy is Han Solo and Beard is Princess Leia, then, huh? But anyways, I'm gonna get back to the point. Um, yeah, Nate is kind of ruthless in this. But he's a very interesting character because he goes through a lot of different emotions throughout this entire 3 seasons. I did not like his character at the end of season 2. I think the only reason I didn't was because I had to wait a year to figure out what happened next. I loved Nate. I love Nate as a character, but now I saw him turn evil or just, bad. And now I had to wait for a very long time to see him turn back, hopefully. Hopefully he will turn back. But yeah, I think one of the thing that I'm looking forward to most this entire season is seeing Ted and Nate butt heads. And they kind of do in this episode. They do it non-directly, um, which kind of leads me into one of my little nitpicks here, is that I thought the sewer scene was a bit unneeded. I don't think they had to go into the sewer. That felt very and well, someone took a picture of the entire Richmond team going into the sewer so they can learn to um, get all the poopy stuff out of their mind about all the newspapers and blogs saying that Richmond was going to be last this season. So Ted went to the sewer just for a metaphor. It was just for a metaphor. That's why they went into the sewer. And then somebody took a picture and yeah, it got all over the news. Ned saw it. Ned insulted Ted Lasso, saying that his coaching was crap. And then Ted Lasso kind of fired back, which I liked. I liked that Ted didn't actually um, insult Ned back. He just kind of said that's the best Nate could come up with, saying that I'm a crappy coach. There's a lot of other things you can make fun of. And then Ned continued or decided to actually start making a lot of jokes about himself. Um, but yeah, I like the fact that Ted didn't actually insult Nate back. I don't it's not really something I was expecting him to do, but I'm just glad he didn't. Even after Rebecca scowled at him for not taking their wins as seriously as she wants him to. Um, so another nitpick I had is Roy and Keely breaking up. I feel for right now it's just unneeded. It feels like a Ross and Rachel situation from Friends here. I don't see why they had to break up. I just hope that there's some very interesting story here and it's not just going to be some cliche TV show thing because I liked them together. I thought that they were great together, much better than Keely and Jamie. And the fact that they're broken up just seems like we're just kind of waiting for them to get back together again. I hope that there's some interesting story there and there's a good reason why they broke up because this episode does have a lot of cliches, the picture taking and Roy and Keely breaking up, which I found little disappointing because I remember from the first season of Ted Lasso, they kind of diverted your expectations a bit. When Ted Lasso, when that photographer took that picture of Ted Lasso wiping that cake or whatever off Keely's mouth, but that picture didn't really get out. In fact, it did create more situations, just not situations that I was expecting, which I really loved about the first season, and I kind of wish they did in season 3. It's just season 3 is right now is a bit more predictable, and But this is only the first episode. I'm very excited to see where this season ends up because I think it was a very great start. So, if I had to give this episode a grade from 0 to 100, I would give it I would give it a 70. Yeah, 70 is good. It's not bad. It's not amazing. I think this season has a lot it can improve on right now, but I really like this episode. So yeah, I'll give it a 70. Seems like I've been giving a lot of 70s with my reviews lately, but everything's been really good so far, but not incredible. So I do thank you for watching, and I do ask you to subscribe because it would really help out this channel. And again, thank you and goodbye.